Okay, welcome to Shability Uganda e-learning. My name is Nelson Biswamba. This is my telephone number and our email at e-learning at shability.net. In today's topic, we shall be handling fractions, addition of fractions, and this is where we shall be able to understand if you are given two categories of fractions, how do you add them? How do you add them and get out the result or the product, okay, or the sum? So we shall be able to see addition of fractions with the same denominators. In our recent video, we are able to see how we can identify the parts of the parts of a fraction, where we are talking about a whole number, where we talked about a numerator, and where we talked about a denominator. So in today's video, we shall particularly handle those fractions, addition of those fractions that are having the same denominator. So we shall be adding fractions with the same denominator. Okay, we shall also deal with the fraction with word problem. This is when they give you a statement, and that statement is having some fractions in it. Then they need you, for you to get the answer, you should be able to add those fractions. That's what we call a word problem. Okay, so let's get started and we see how we add these fractions. Okay, here I've been given an example here. Our example 1, of course, this is addition of what? Addition of fractions. You can see this is a fraction, and also this is a what? This is a fraction. So we are adding them, or we are getting the sum. Okay, so when you can see, this is what we call a numerator, and this is also, we called it a numerator. So these ones that are down are what we call denominators. Okay, this is also what we call a denominator. So we shall be able to add these fractions. For example, here we have our 1 out of 5 and our 2 out of 5. So these are fractions, but you can see they have the same denominator 5, and also this one has the same denominator 5. So in this we shall be able to see how do we add these fractions for us to come up with the what? With the right answer. Okay, let's see how we can compute this. We can add this for us to get the what? To get the outcome. Now look here. When you are given the same denominators, okay, when you are given the same denominators, it is quite simple. You just write your equal sign and say equal to. You write that same denominator, okay, which is 5. Remember our denominator 1 out of 5. Here is also 2 out of 5. You can see these are the same what? Denominators. So what we shall do, we shall just only write down equal to our denominator. Then after getting our denominator here, then we make the addition of our numerators, because the denominators are what? Are the same. So we shall only add our what? Our numerator, which is a 1 plus a 2. So this is the step that they got here. They got our denominator, they just brought it here, and they got what? They added our numerator, which is a 1 plus 2. So with that, they were able to come up with an answer, which is 3 out of 5. So this fraction will be our answer. Okay, let's look also at how another example, which is our example 2. We also have this fraction. We have a 4, which is a numerator, and we have a 12, which is our denominator. So we are going to add it to another fraction, where we have a 3 which is a numerator, and we also have a 12 which is a denominator. Like I've said, that when you have the same denominators, if you are making additions of fractions and you have the same denominator, okay, you write our denominator here down equals to our denominator down, then you compute or you add our numerators, which is a 4 plus 3. 4 plus 3. So we shall be able to come up with a 7 out of 12. So this is our what? This is our answer. Okay, it is as simple as that. That's how we can add these fractions. Okay, let's look at how we can get these fractions in word problem. That's when they give you a statement that has fractions. They give you a statement that has fractions. After having fraction, then it needs you to make some addition. Okay, let's have a look at these examples. Okay, addition of fraction with the same denominators in a word problem. Okay, so we shall be able to see here. It is here. Who can read for us this? Okay. Okay, good. So here they are saying Jessica dug 1 out of 6 of the garden, and Mary dug 4 out of 6 of the garden. This was concerned about digging. We have our Jessica here. They are saying Jessica, he dug. Hope everyone understands the word dug. That is, it comes from the word digging. Okay, these two ladies were digging. Okay, so on the land that they were digging, they are saying Jessica dug 1 out of 6 of the garden, and Mary also dug 4 out of 6 of the garden. Okay, so here we are seeing these numbers are given in what? In a fractions. These numbers are given in a what? In a fraction. They are saying Jessica dug 1 out of 6, where our 1 is a numerator, our 6 is a denominator. Our 4 is a numerator, our 6 here down is a denominator. So they are saying what part of the garden was dug. We are seeing Jessica dug this, and also this dug this. So they are asking you what part of the garden was dug. This comes now to our statement. They are trying to give you these things in what? In a statement, and they want you to understand if this dug 1 out of 6, and also Mary dug 4 out of 6. So what part of the garden was dug? They want you to get the part that Jessica dug, and also the part that Mary dug. So here we shall be able to say part of the garden which was dug. Shall say Jessica dug 1 out of 6, and also Mary dug 4 out of 6. So we shall be able to say, we shall be able to get the part. We shall be able to get the part which was dug by Jessica, which is 1 out of 6, and we also add it to the part which was dug by Mary, okay, which is 4 out of this. So here we come up with 1 out of what? 1 out of 6 plus 4 out of 6. Yes. Here now we are going to add our what? We are going to add our fractions. Okay. So we said that when we have our fractions, and you see that these fractions have the same denominators. These are denominators. Okay. When they have the same denominators, we just say we don't add these denominators, but we just write 6. Then we add the what? We add the numerators, okay, which is a 1 plus 4. So here, when you get a 1 plus 4, we get 1 plus 4 out of 6 is the same as 5 out of 6. So this is how we shall be dealing with denominators within the same numbers. Okay, let's look at some other practices. Okay, let me write something here. As you're seeing, we are going to deal with the more practice on addition of fractions. Okay, let's create for us. Let's get a fraction here. We have 1 out of 2 plus, okay, plus 3 out of 2. Okay, who can do for us this number? Who can do for us this number? Depending on what we have looked at and what we have understood above, who can do for us this number? Anyone? Okay, good. Since you're trying, that's fine. Okay, let's look at how we can solve this number depending on what we have learned. We said when you are given a fraction in this way, number one, you first look at the numerators. We have our numerator 1 and we have our denominator 2. Our numerator 3 and our denominator 2. We said when you see that these denominators, these numbers down, when they are the same, we just bring our that number, the denominator, you put it here. Okay, after putting it here, then you say you get our numerators, which is a 1 and a 3. Add them, 1 plus a 3. Okay, 1 plus a what? 1 plus a 3. So here we shall be able to add this and get our answer. So here we shall be able to get our answers. What is the 1 plus 3? We shall be able to get our 4. Okay, then our denominator, which is a 2. So this is how we can get our answer. Okay, so that is the way how we can solve and get and add our fractions in that way. Okay, so that is as simple as how we can add our fraction. So for this, I do say thank you very much for watching this video. Please also be able to check out on our playlist for the missed videos, and please subscribe in order to get more upcoming lessons for all our subjects. God bless you. Have a good moment.